Welcome to a fascinating story from history, a story of transformation, redemption, and destiny. Today we uncover the tale of Rafi Ibn Umair, a Thai. Before Islam touched his heart, Rafi Ibn Umair was a name whispered in fear. He was no ordinary thief. His specialty was stealing only the finest camels, the pride and wealth of the Arabian tribes. His skill was unmatched. He worked alone, never leaving a trace. He had a secret, an almost supernatural ability to navigate the most dangerous deserts. He would store water inside emptied ostrich eggs, hiding them deep in the sand. When he stole camels, he'd vanish into the most dangerous parts of the desert, the kind of places no sane man would dare to enter. His victims? They'd track his stolen camels until they saw his footprints leading into the deadly wastelands. And that's when they gave up. No man survives that desert, they would say. He's as good as dead. But they didn't know his secret. Rafi would reach his hidden water supplies, let his stolen camels drink, and continue his escape. Untouchable, unstoppable. For years he lived like this, never once considering a different life. Until one day, everything changed. It was the 9th year after the Hijrah, when Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sent an army under the command of Amr ibn al-As. But they had a problem. The journey ahead was dangerous. They needed a desert guide, someone who could lead them safely through the harsh terrain. And guess whose name was suggested? Rafi Ibn Umair. He wasn't Muslim. He wasn't interested in Islam. He was just a man who knew how to survive. So he took the job. But as the days passed, something strange happened. Rafi watched these men closely. They were different. They treated each other with kindness, shared their food, prayed together under the stars. They didn't lie. They didn't cheat. And at night, they cried while they prayed. He had never seen men like this before. Warriors by day, humble worshippers by night. And then he met Bakr As-Siddiq. One night, Rafi walked up to him and said, "O companion of good, how does one become like you?" Bakr smiled. And that night, under the endless desert sky, he told Rafi about Islam. And just like that, something inside Rafi shifted. He looked at Bakr and said, "I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and that Muhammad is his messenger." The thief of the desert had just found his path. Years passed. Islam spread. Bakr became the caliph, and the Muslim armies clashed with the mighty Romans. The Muslims won battle after battle, taking lands the Romans thought were untouchable. But the Romans weren't going to just sit back. They sent a massive force, 250,000 warriors, to take back what they had lost. The Muslim army, much smaller in number, sent for help. Khalid Ibn Al-Waleed, Islam's greatest general, was ordered to reach them, fast. But there was a problem. The Romans blocked the main route. If Khalid took that road, they'd be ambushed. They needed another way, a secret way. And once again, only one man knew such a path. Rafi Ibn Umair. But this was no ordinary journey. Even Rafi hesitated. The path was brutal. No water, no food. Most wouldn't survive. But they had no choice. Rafi came up with a desperate plan. He took 20 of the strongest camels, made them drink as much water as possible, then packed extra water on their backs. Each day they slaughtered 4 camels. The water from their stomachs was given to the horses. The stored water was rationed among the men. For 4 days they marched through the deadly desert, and on the 4th day, disaster struck. The water was gone, and worse. Rafi lost his sight. The only man who knew the way was blind. Panic set in. Khalid Ibn Al-Waleed asked him, "What do we do?" Rafi took a deep breath. "There are 2 hills, round and close together. Between them is a tree." The soldiers searched and searched, but there was no tree. "If you don't find it, we will all die." They kept searching, and then, buried under the sand, they found it. The tree had been cut down, but its roots hid a secret well. The army was saved. When Khalid ibn al-Waleed heard this, he was amazed. "How did you know?" Rafi smiled. "I saw this tree once, 30 years ago, while traveling with my father, Rafi Ibn Umair, once feared as the greatest thief in Arabia, became known as Rafi Al-Khair, Rafi the Good. He spent the rest of his life caring for the poor. People say he fed 3 entire villages from his own wealth. He wore just one garment because every other piece of clothing he owned, he gave away. A man who once stole from others became a man who gave everything for others. From thief to hero, from darkness to light. From the thief of the desert to Rafi Al-Khair, the man of goodness. And that is the power of faith and redemption.